Hey everyone, with Webull being announced a week or two ago, new trend lines are opening. The Coinbase hype is starting to dwindle. However, we could be seeing a Coinbase hype pretty much happening soon, and once again starting the uproar to get Shiba Inu to 1 cent. What's happening, everyone? Thank you so much for dropping a like. We're going to be looking into a lot of news today. So Webull X Shib is already here from what we can see so far, and I'm really excited for that. Now, the real important part from what I am seeing, if you must buy Shiba Inu, do it on Friday. Shiba Inu must just be a blue-collar cryptocurrency. That is something you should consider. The most gains we are seeing is, in fact, on Fridays. There's the biggest dips, but on Wednesdays, there's the biggest gains. So if you want to get Shiba Inu at the cheapest price, that is on Fridays. And that is for a very simple reason. Most people don't buy Shiba Inu at work. Instead, they buy it at home, which during Friday, they sell off. And during Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Wednesday, they keep buying it. They basically, have the free time to buy it at home. And that is something you should consider. This also applies, to any of the institutions or any of the whales not dumping the tokens during the weekends, and they are buying in. The normal people, the blue collars and the white collars, are basically buying during Saturday and Sunday. And that is a very crucial information you should reconsider. Now, thank you so much, because we are going to be looking into a lot more news. So, for example, Bloomberg senior strategist calls Bitcoin a global reserve asset on the path to 100K. And this is looking really good for Bitcoin so far. But following a massive correction, digital assets led by Bitcoin and Ethereum are on track for a new high, according to a new report from Bloomberg. Bloomberg's senior commodity strategist Mike McClone has doubled down on a call for a six-figure Bitcoin, arguing the firstborn cryptocurrency is on a well way on becoming a global reserve asset that complements the United States dollar. The September edition of Bloomberg's Crypto Outlook called 100,000 Bitcoin and 5,000 Ethereum to the path of least resistance after two assets survived more than 50% correction through the summer. So, after surviving the worst, and Shiba Inu is still not back at its highest yet. Ethereum is already there. Bitcoin is already there. But also Bitcoin and Ethereum got pumped a lot more. Now, crypto assets appear in a revived and refreshed bull market with an H2 benefit with a steep discount from the previous highs. Now, wrote McClone, referring to the second half of 2021. He said portfolios lacking Bitcoin or Ethereum exposure are naked, as evidenced by a relative underperformance of gold and government bonds. So gold and everything else is going really bad, while Bitcoin is getting better. And, we still need to see Shiba Inu's price increase as well, because if gold, can go so bad, then Bitcoin goes better. What's happening with Shib? Why is Shib not growing? Well, I do have some exciting news if you check my other videos, because the institutions are in fact able to buy in with Coinbase custody. And I think Coinbase is slowly taking their time on listing Shib out there, but it's definitely going to be happening. It's definitely here in the process from what I'm seeing so far. But it just takes really a lot of time, because a really good factor, what they did is listing it on Coinbase custody, for all of these big institutions. But we're still waiting for the Coinbase listing, which they announced and then postponed indefinitely. Now, the developers have not talked with Coinbase, but Bitcoin sees the second longest bull market drawdown, with Bitcoin price stuck at 30K. We saw that in July, but we got back, and it doesn't really matter if Bitcoin can see such a potential downside and then seeing that it goes back up, then I think Shiba Inu can do the same thing. But only 2013 has been in this year in terms of waiting times for a rebound, where we have waited like 2 years. So, 30,000, we didn't even wait that long for 30,000 to improve. 95 days is still only half the duration of the big drawdown of 2013. And if we continue like that, Bitcoin will remain stuck around 30K for a while. Now, retail investors are anything but gone. There's still retail investors coming in, and this is a really bullish sign. We saw this before, but now Bitcoin is improving, but Shiba Inu is still down simply because of the relief fund. But here, an article is saying Shiba Inu price aims for higher, and a lot of people are still joining the Shiba Inu community. It's still a very big platform, as Leash is also a great tool for obtaining bone. We have these sorts of quizzes for the new users, and you can see over here, Shib, Leash, and Bone overall. But Leash is also a great tool for obtaining Bone tokens if you want to put the Leash your own work and you can manage the risk. Pair it with Ethereum or more Bone, enjoy the high Bone allocation points. And you can see 700 allocation points you get for, and that earns you leash Ethereum liquidity pool. So that's really, really awesome. A lot of things to even reconsider, right? Cryptocurrency can actually make a difference by helping people, and I think this is why countries will be stepping in. Right now, Shiba Inu is in those development stages where we're not getting that much news as, everyone expected. We're not getting that much updates because simply the development takes time. They're doing their own thing. They're building a team, which after a team, they can boost the process by letting people vote, by letting them do everything. But the simplicity of crypto could be a game changer for charities. One influencer is capitalizing on this to save a sanctuary for the risk at youth. And this is like really, really awesome. So influencers are like coming together. And if we as the Shiba Inu army donated a huge amount of money to the as a relief fund to India, I really do hope India does do something and actually help with that, help us in the future, as we have donated over 500 million. Like, that's a lot of money. It's spent towards saving a lot of lives, but still a lot of people did not realize the potential of Shib. The marketing plan wasn't used enough, in my honest opinion. I think Shiba Inu charity was one of the biggest donations in history, and Shiba Inu was not even mentioned a lot as the token. It was mentioned that it was donated in crypto, and that's about it. And, even though it's reported worldwide, even though it's reported a lot, it wasn't talked about that it was Shiba Inu who made the huge donation. It was the Vitalik Buterin who instead made a huge donation, which is still really exciting to see. But it did not benefit Shiba Inu as much. Instead, it crashed down the price. So the developers are working on putting the price back up, on working on putting utility, as both Dogecoin and Shiba Inu will both have utility now. And as we can see, donations are going to be a huge part in the future. But what has happened actually this week? The total market cap is up by 8% in the last 7 days and stood at 2.38 trillion. 10 trillion is next, and that's really exciting to see. But like Sol has grown, all of these cryptocurrencies, but the amount of Ethereum burned has surpassed the amount of Ethereum minted in the 24 hours between Thursday and Friday for the first time since EP, which allowed for transaction fees to be burned. And that's like really, really awesome. And, a lot of things are still happening during the crypto presence. Hopefully we can see a lot more. I love posts like these where we keep getting updated, but Uniswap Labs is reportedly under investigation by SEC, and that is something to consider, for all Shiba Inu holders. But influencers are coming in, and we need new influencers for Shiba Inu to boost. Reese Witherspoon reveals she bought into cryptocurrency following a 900 million sale of her company. Now you can see, that's really, really awesome that she bought more crypto, which in turn pumped up the prices even more. But Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. Hopefully Shiba Inu can come in as well, as Ethereum is now the 18th most valuable asset in the world, beating companies Johnson & Johnson and Samsung. And that is something to consider. Like, Ethereum is going to be big, and since we are in Ethereum blockchain, it's only a matter of time before we get on our own blockchain, which the Shiba Inu blockchain could be worth a pretty penny as well. So that is one of the reasons why to consider. But the golden cross is inevitable within days. As many of you know, the golden cross is a massive bull signal. The last time it happened in May 2020, we saw Bitcoin go from 8,000 to 64,000, 700% gain. This bear cycle we've been put in the past few months started with a dead cross opposite of the golden cross in June of 2021. And the second half of this bull cycle has begun, and we're about to see parabolic gains over the next few months. People are going to keep doubting it until we breach the previous at its highest, but I guarantee it's coming. Congrats to everybody who held through the dips. Yet again, it proves to be a winning strategy when it comes to crypto. And that's really, really awesome. The golden cross is coming, which basically means we're going to be seeing a more bigger increase in the future for Shiba Inu. But anyone buying right now, in any cryptocurrencies at all, not only Shib, is still super early, and really, crypto is not money and should not be allowed to be treated as such. This will blow up in the faces, and otherwise China will not allow it to use in the country. Once again, China is ahead of the USA guarding its citizens' interest. We are still insanely early. A lot of people don't still realize the potential with cryptocurrencies, and that's something I find a lot. But it's really something to consider when investing in Shiba Inu. We're still super, super early into this. And as we get more developments, as we get the Coinbase update, then we can see more potential upsides. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace everyone.